Good morning, area managers. I'm here to help you prepare for your monthly planning of activities with your respective ABDs. To start off, we will be giving you important tips on how to make these conversations more successful. Step 1. You only need 3 tools to help you in this conversation. 1 is the area customer profile, which the segments will be providing. Number 2 is the monthly planning template. And number 3, the one playbook. The first tool is the area customer profile. The area customer profile is a detailed insight on last year's customer demographics. Details of these demographics include gender ratio, age distribution, top products sold, and payment method. The second tool is the monthly planning template, or MPT. The MPT is the most important tool in your conversation with your ABD, as this is where you will plot the agreed upon activities as well as setting the budget. The third and final tool is the One Playbook. The One Playbook is a compilation of all the tools and support needed to successfully run a customer engagement activity. Contents include the video presentation guide, Spotify playlist, budget references, and of course, the presentation decks. Step 2 is the actual conversation with your ABD. Discuss the area customer profile with your ABDs. Align initial plans with the data on the area customer profile. Use the monthly planning template to support the plans and initiatives. Use segment-specific talk points to drive emphasis and further explain why there's a need for a specific activity. Present the summary of activities using the calendar tab. Highlight how the activities complement ABD's service fees. For example,
Sir,
Hi.
good morning, sir.
Royce.
Sir, kamusta?
Take a seat.
Okay. Well, sir, I believe you have already received my email, no? Yesterday?
Yes,
About
I
the
received
invite. Okay. As what I have discussed over the phone yesterday, technically yung agenda ng meeting natin ngayon, it's all about the planning session. As we all know, during the division meeting that you had last time with Ma'am Olga, is that we have already series of activities.
Yes.
Alright.
Actually, we already planned that yung first quarter.
For the first quarter, may nakablog na kayo
Hiningi niya sa amin.
activities.
Hiningi niya sa amin and we were able to give it. I have it here. So,
Okay.
I think, ano ko lang dito is, well, we don't have visibility on the activities na
Right.
gagawin natin.
Is this across all the product groups or
Yes,
specifically for
across all the products, so hiningi nila. But what we actually did was just block dates.
Right.
No, on the particular week. No?
Mhm.
So, I have it here. I just need your help probably on the execution down the line kung paano gagawin.
Okay. So, can you make me understand nga, di ba, ito is the activities are based on the activities na nakalagay doon sa solutions menu.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And all the PMs as well, at saka RMs may
Yes. They
access
actually provided no, their activities, dotted activities based on the solutions menu.
Okay.
Lahat ng products kasi meron doon. Yun nga lang, they're not yet familiar on specific activities na gagawin.
Right.
You just have an idea, we block. Let's go, we block this particular week.
Okay.
Like we plan it third week of the month. No,
Okay.
we block yun. We don't know whether that is
Correct.
ano pa.
Etong planning session na to, nangyari to nung sa area office ng Cavite North few days ago.
Yes.
Oo, kasi nag-area ako noon. Nag-visit ako sa area office because we have a transaction with the PM.
Yes.
May live talk kami noon. So sabi ko, ba't parang daming APD sa that time?
Yes, it's really-
So yung pala, it was the planning. Okay. Well, first, as I've said kanina, it's all about the activities. And that's why I mentioned to you na tinanong ko yung activities, was it across all the product
Yes.
groups, no? Now, specifically for B-Black, before we move on the activities that you have planned for first quarter, and perhaps we could, brainstorm tayo at what are the activities that could generate revenue in terms of service fee income. I'd like to provide customer profile.
Okay.
So yan yung pinakita ko sa yung, binigay ko sa yung copy kanina, pinaprint ko sa AA mo, sir. Okay. Now for Cavite North, technically what you can see here is that the profile that we have are based on the owner, policy owner to sir, into insured.
Okay.
Right? So naka-B-block based on not technically the profile or the clients of BPI or rather the clients who has an account with BPI. So this was for 2018 production.
Okay.
Technically it's 11 months so para nakapekto ng from February to December
Okay.
2018. Now if you look at it for personal segment, Cavite North was able to gather total of 46 million, 46.7 A&P. Okay. And then for preferred, it's 18 million, 18.6. Then yung OF mo, 27. Right? Now, makikita mo rin dyan sa profile, it says, your total case count per segment, which is divided into 3, personal, preferred, and OF. And then you also have the average case size. Now, why is it important that we lagay natin yung average case size? So that we can measure in terms of, nakikita natin, how are BSEs in terms of selling the product or offering the product to the customers? Ito ba tayo more on minimumers ba yung mga tinatawag nila minimumers? Now,
Okay.
if you look at the average, specifically for preferred, there is a lot of potential. Why? Because if you get the total A&P of Cavite North rather, only 30% lang doon yung share ng preferred segment natin. Now, which will lead to the dun sa gender ratio natin tsaka sa age distribution. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, sir, yung market nyo ba dito sa Cavite North, is it more on mga factory ba to or what? Kasi based on the profile here, if you would check, a big chunk of gender or rather yung profile natin na nag-avail ng BPI Film products, 62% is babae and then yung remaining 38 lalaki. Tapos, well, except for the OF kasi karamihan ng mga seafarers natin tsaka OF natin ay lalaki which is 53% doon. Now, kung itatahi natin siya in terms of the age distribution, nag-average between from 30 to 39, pumapalo doon 31% yung personal segment mo. And then for preferred, it's 40-59. Now, I want to have a better understanding. Ano ba yung exact industry or market talaga ng Cavite North?
Well, for female, I think that's actually more for some of the housewives
Right.
who are banking. Cavite North kasi is more on residential. Marami dito residential. We have big business.
Is there a possibility that most of them are residing in Cavite but, some of them are
Some of them
nagtatrabaho
have
sa
businesses,
Makati?
no?
Okay.
Normally, ang mga entrepreneurs namin, normally mga babae.
So, business talaga.
At the
Okay.
same time, those who are OF,
Right.
ang mga client namin, so yung remainder are those that are abroad. So, nakakausap talaga namin.
So kaya,
Asawa nila dito.
right, kaya pag tignan natin, 53% ng percentage ng 53% is OF lalaki.
Oo, but yun nga, yung mga asawang babae, kaya marami yung females, sila yung nagbabako madalas dito. So,
And sila na rin na nagde-decide.
sila rin talaga
Okay.
yung nagde-decide. So I think one thing that we actually need to consider is that yun nga, madaling kung itong mga female entrepreneurs ang ang main natin dapat
Okay. Well, the data that I have kasi here is this is based on B-Block clients, right? Specifically for Cavite North. Is there a way for me, for you na mabibigyan mo rin ako ng cut in terms of the
I don't have
profile
it
ng
with me
bank?
right now, but I can check whether this is
Okay.
something that's happening
Right.
based on the
Kasi
our
that's
own
something na
check.
pwede natin
Yes.
pagpangkain Kasi
Yeah, I'll check
what they
this.
want to know kasi sana, sir, is that I want to know in terms of the penetration rate, ilang percent pa yung natatap natin for preferred segment, for personal segment. Kasi, if
Meron tayo.
that's good. Kasi if we look at the age distribution, ang laki pa ng dito ng opportunity for us to tap the market. And then doon natin ipapasok sa yung calendar of activities.
Okay.
Now, if you will notice, in terms of top products natin, for personal segment, ang home product natin dito is Vitality Life Ready Plus.
Yes.
Okay. And if you will notice, from the moment that we launched the product, yun yung parang naging bread and butter talaga ng Cavite North.
Yeah.
Well, it's maybe because the affordability of the product itself in terms of the coverage, mas na-highlight talaga yung insurance doon, no? Now, sir, pagdating dito sa RP and SP ratio, one thing I've noticed, medyo nag-decrease na yung SP mo kumpara in the past few years. So, this is something good kasi as we are all pushing towards protection, ang taas ng percentage sir ng RP mo, 85% versus 15%
Madalas
SP.
kumukuha ng single payer na preferred.
Yes, kaya pagdating dun sa preferred mo, nag-average 40 to 49 yung age range eh. And then pagdating sa preferred, invest peso max 28%. Oo.
Would that be a good?
Well, again, kasi parang ang gagawin natin dito, it depends on the needs of the client eh. We don't want to sound kasi na parang nagpa-product push tayo whenever we talk to the client. Now, there are a few clients, especially yung mga business, may mga business na ganyan. They would rather have na parang single pay, one time, ayaw nila may iniintindi. And then, just for you to know, meron tayong mga clients na preferred na ang laki ng premium nila, one time, big time, ang gusto mangyari, baksak na malaking premium, but they wanted to have it on a monthly basis pa rin ang bayad in terms of cost peso averaging. So again, it's case-to-case basis. So dito pa lang, we can already identify that our PSEs are doing need-based selling because it still depend on the client needs. Payment mode natin, 70% doon, most or monthly. Okay? So dito naman, you don't have to worry in terms of the fee income because kapag nagmamonthly tayo, yun yung tinatawag natin na snowball effect. On the following month rather, may pumapasok at pumapasok pa rin na fee income dito. Now, sir, pagdating dun sa calendar of activities, would you be able to provide me ano yung mga nasa idea mo na na plot na rather for the calendar of activities?
Maganda
for
kasi
sport?
na what worked last year was when we do what you call your faculty, wherein there's just a theme
Okay.
on a particular month.
Mhm.
Say for example, for February, love month.
Okay.
So there is that current running theme for February about Valentine's.
Right.
So for March, graduation. Things like those have worked in the past, and what at least for my idea is that this is something that we would want to continue.
So that's something that you want to
Tayo
back
every
on
month,
kasi
so
nga-
that you get to reset
Okay.
na iba yung team. So that the clients, even though sila din yung pupunta doon, may iba yung team naman.
Right.
May iba yung team.
Okay. Now, what I want to show you, tama ka naman dun kasi if a certain activity is working, then perhaps we could continue doing that. But I want you to be open into other activities that we can offer so that we can provide you an additional service fee income and productivity specifically for P-Block para sa area mo, no?
Okay.
Okay. 1 second lang, sir. Okay. Actually, ito tinatawag namin to, we call it an MPP. So, lahat ng area managers ng P-Block, we have this kind of MPP. So, technically, sir, this is something that we measure, and in terms of plotting, kung kayo may solutions menu kayo, wherein all the activities is there, and you have a certain parang tracker or productivity report, dito natin i-measure, makikita natin, is that a specific activity will give us in terms of mas malaki-laki na fee income. So para in the next coming months, ito na yung pag-uusapan natin, and this will show us if a certain activity is providing us or giving us the A&P or service fee income, and if it's working, then if not, then we have to remove that. Now, one thing that I can show it to you is, let's say, sir, for example, we have a specific event on Monday. And then, ang market natin na itatap is personal. Since based naman ng profile natin, majority of the profile that you have or clients is personal. Yung sub-segment na yan, sir, this will show you in terms of detailed employees. Normally, yung employees na yan, yung tinatawag natin na I would say parang rank and file o kaya mga payroll account. And then millennial, if you look at it, medyo may gray area, but we just wanted to be more specific. So pagdating sa millennial, if you will notice, pwede siyang pumasok dun sa 25 to 29 or 30 to 39, which is, pagdating sa personal segment mo, yun yung may pinakamalaking percentage. So perhaps we could bank on those specific segment or specific market that we have para mas ma-increase pa natin yung productivity on that. Okay? For example, millennial yung target natin. Normally, sir, anong industry or anong klaseng mga companies yung malalapit within the area?
Anong klase?
Mga company or industry?
Actually, marami dito mga parang small IT parks.
Okay.
You have
Ito ba yung parang sa mga EPSA? Ganyan.
yes,
Okay.
yes. Meron siyang small factory
Right.
at the same time meron din mga call centers na marami dito sa
Okay. So siguro let's put it in general na lang. Parang ang target natin dito yung mga offices dun sa EPSA na yon, sa compound na yon. Now, what's gonna happen here is that ano yung magiging primary proposition natin? Normally, as coming from B-Block, kapag millennials yung target natin, we have to be more specific in terms of ano yung magiging value proposition natin to those clients. Which is what I can say in terms of product or let's say proposition, we could do the health and wellness. So ano itong mga health and wellness na to? What we can do is that let's say for a specific company, pupunta tayo doon, we can have a live talk. So ang target natin, pagpalagay natin yung age ranging from 25 to 30. So perhaps we can, kasi since yung mga PMs mo naman, may mga contact naman yan na taga-HR, diba? So what's gonna happen is that we will conduct a live talk dun sa mga specific companies na yon. And then the targeted market will be 25 to 30. So we will talk all about health and wellness. So what are those? Since pag tinignan mo, sir, yung top products mo, Vitality Life Ready Plus, yung number 1 product mo. So that is something that we can i-push pagdating dito sa health and wellness. So it's focused more on health, it focused more on the protection side, and then pwede rin nating, and this is an opportunity for us to offer as well yung critical care max natin or yung CCP natin. Since it's focused more on health. So there is a variety of products that we can offer to those clients. Right? Now, in terms of activity, yan, meron na tayo ngayon Bankali. You mentioned kanina yung Bankali, that is something na you can bank on from month on month kasi nga nagbibigay sa iyo ng productivity to, nagbibigay ng production to sa mga branches mo. Now, what I want to happen this time, and which is I want to get your approval as well, is that perhaps we can insert other activities. That's something we can expect a revenue or a service fee income coming from those activities. And one of those na mention ko sa iyo kanina, which is live talk for health and wellness. Okay. Now, what's good thing about this is that, for example, ang projected expenses natin, or let's say, ang total projected audience natin, conservatively, lagay natin 10. We'll start first with 10 people, okay? And siguro ito yung mga parang junior managers o supervisor ng company na yun. So, projected expense natin yan, sir. And then, pagdating sa projected case count natin, kasi pag tinignan natin yung personal segment mo, ang dami ng case count mo. So, 46 million, just for you to have an idea, sir, 1078 ang ating total case count. Divide natin sa 12 months, then divide sa 20 working days. Technically, sir, ang isang branch mo, kaya ang area nag-average ng 4 case count per day. Okay? So dito, let's have a conservative projection. Pagpalagay natin ang projected case count natin from that is 40%. So 4. Yan kagad pwede magbigay sa iyo ng 17,000 fee income. Now, I wanted to be conservative in terms of the service fee income. Kasi di pa sa inyo based on FCU ata, is it 20% or 25% yung peg na doon? For the fee income.
Sa CSF namin, 15.
15. Okay.
20%.
Now, the reason why I come up with 17%, this is already a combination of SP tsaka RP.
On average.
Oo, kasi again, the service fee income would depend on the product eh. And the highest service fee income that we can give is 35%. So I wanted to be conservative here. It's better na medyo conservative tayo kaysa mag-project tayo na napakataas na fee income, then at the end, hindi naman natin mabibigay yon. Okay, so with the assumption of 17% service fee income for that specific event itself or specific activity alone, that could generate already 17,000 fee income. Na pwede natin itong ilatag, sir, or i-align doon sa tinatawag yun na 6,500 per capita.
Okay.
Okay, so that aside from the BAU, meron tayong expected series of activities na pwede magbigay sa atin ng additional fee income plus pa yun sa mga walk-ins natin.